What is up, everybody? It has been a minute since I posted a video. I apologize for the little bit of delay, but I have been extremely busy with work right now. As the summer goes on, I might be posting a video once a week, depending on the time I have after work. But tonight we got perfect weather to get out and target some bluefish and stripers. With the warmer water coming in, more bluefish have been showing up in the back bays and out front. So what I'm going to do in a little bit, I'm going to get the boat hooked up to the trailer, get it out, and hit a few spots in the back bay that I know usually hold bluefish this time of year. Bait I'm going to be using is fresh bunker cut up, as well as soft plastics on a VMC jig, and kind of work that while I wait for the bunker rod to get any action. But real quick, let me show you what we're about to use. All right, so here's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to keep it real simple. We're going to get to a spot, we're going to anchor up. Once I'm fully anchored up, I'm going to throw this line out first. What I have is a 2-ounce egg sinker, a 50-pound test barrel swivel, and then 2 feet of leader, I believe 30-pound test, with a Gamagatsku 3.0 hook. All I'm going to be doing with this rod or rig is putting a chunk of bunker on it, pitching it out, and sitting the rod in the holder and waiting to see if something comes by. While I'm waiting, I'm going to, make the most of the time I have. I'm going to be using this VMC half-ounce jig that I have set up on a, I call it a Fluke rig, but what it is the half-ounce jig at the bottom, 2 feet of leader, 30-pound test, and about a foot above the VMC jig is a dropper loop with a 3.0 Gamagatsku hook. And as always, we are tying straight from, the leader to the main line, just because for presentation sakes, it won't drag the line down. But what we're going to probably fish with, this jig head is Berkley Gulp. I have, the jerk shads. I have swimming mullet. I have a wide variety of soft plastics I'd like to use, but I'll probably start with Gulp, and if that doesn't, produce, we'll probably switch. So stay tuned as I get the boat ready. All right, what is up, everybody? I have not been out in the salt in over a week now. I've been chasing snakeheads and crappie and bass and other freshwater fish. So been out the saltwater game for at least a week now. Go figure, I picked the one night where we don't have too much wind, but we've got a ton of fog. So we're gonna have to see how that plays out, because I haven't fished in the fog this year, so we'll see if it makes a difference. Stay tuned. All right, so while we're putting out there, right now I'm just going to be rigging up that Fluke rig. I'm gonna put a 5-inch jerk shad on the bottom, and then on the teaser hook above, we're going to place a white swimming mullet. All right, let's get to the first spot. Yeah, boy, that fog rolled in quick, man. You can barely see the sun setting right now, but it's gonna be a very oh man, it's not gonna be great for videoing, but we're just gonna roll with the punches. All right, so we're gonna cut some chunk bunker up and throw one out dead stick and see if anything comes along for it while we're working the soft plastic. Now the beauty is I'm using the same rig I use for catfishing up the river, so I didn't even have to switch out what I already had set up. But I'm just gonna feed that through once. We're just gonna drop it behind the boat, see if something is hungry enough to grab it. All right, time to sit and wait. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, it was kind of nice to take a break from the saltwater. Not that I love saltwater fishing, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? I grew up on it. I do it more than any type of fishing, but it was nice to do some freshwater fishing, man. Now I honestly can see why, so many people love crappie and bass fishing, man. Like, Dude, when you get into it, man, it's pretty addicting. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to say crappie are, you know, better fighters than stripers, but they're definitely a ton of fun on light tackle. That's for sure. You know, and from what I remember, they're actually pretty good eating too, but I really didn't keep any since we, you know, kept a couple snakeheads and cooked them up. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned it in that video, but pound for pound, man, they might be one of the hardest freshwater fish that I've caught. I know, you know, there's a ton of different freshwater species that give great fights, but those snakeheads, man, are unreal. I mean, especially the bigger ones I was getting, they were giving me a run for my money on my light tackle. Yeah, so I say, oh, fish on, baby, fish on. First fish of the night. Doesn't feel very big. I'm not sure what it is. What? It is a striper with a diaper, baby. First fish of the night. Let's go. All right, well, that didn't take very long. That hit the teaser up top, but we're gonna get this bad boy back in the water so he could go and, you know, eat as much bait as he possibly can and grow to be a big pig. But no skunk tonight, boys. Yeah, but like I was saying, I was just trying to, what I'm actually doing is casting out. There's a lot of current right now, so I'm casting up current, letting my bait hit the bottom, and I'm just slowly jigging it back to me. One of the problems when you're fishing light tackle like I am, if you know, cast with the current and then try and work it back, you might not be working the correct depth of water where the fish are sitting. So by casting into it and letting it kind of go with the current, I think it looks a lot more natural, to be honest with you. But, oh, damn, son. I put my rod down for a second to literally check a text message. Man, this actually feels bigger. It's peeling some drag right now. Oh, man. That hit like a banshee. Oh, my Lord. Damn. Man, that's crazy. I literally, jig was sitting on the bottom. No action, just dead stick. I know you can't really see much because it's so dark, but my rod's bent over halfway. Oh, that's a nicer fish. That might be a borderline keeper, but we're not keeping fish tonight, so I'm gonna try and swing him in the boat. And we got him in. Woo! Yeah, man, that ain't a bad fish. Let me shine the light that way. That's a nice size fish, you know what I mean? Good fighting size too, boy. Woo! Let me put that down. Flip him. Oh, wow, look at that. He spit the hook as soon as I got him in. That ain't a bad size striper, man. Now, I just took a quick measurement. 26 inches, so it's what we would consider heartbreak on a hook. We're just gonna let him go, though. Hey, not bad so far, 2 fish. Yeah, I mean, isn't that how it always goes, man? You put your rod down for a minute, whether you're going to the bathroom or you're checking something, and then, you know, it always seems to happen, a fish comes on. Now, 26 inches, not a huge fish, but definitely a nicer size fish. Especially on light tackle, man, that thing gives you a little bit of a fight. But that's kind of nuts. That just hit a jig head with, you know, a swimming mullet, just dead stick. Now I know them swimming mullets have some pretty good action, but you know, that's kind of impressive considering I didn't work it at all. Well, we got a minute. I'm gonna just try and move. Gave that first little spot about 20 minutes. We had 2 fish. Not great by any means, but let's see if I can't find somewhere with a little less current because it was legit ripping right where I was fishing. And you know, there might be some fish hanging behind some of these eddies, so we'll see. Stay tuned. All right, just re-anchored. What's crazy is nothing touched the bunker. I had that, you know, chunk out there and didn't even have seaweed on it, so I'm gonna deploy it again, see if something's hanging out there. See, now those are some let me get this right here, promising marks, but honestly it's been pretty slow. I think I've had 2 fish, 3 hits, 4 hits, something like that. But maybe with the tides, you know, about to switch in a little bit, might help. We got a fish on, baby. On the bunker. Man, for a second, I was starting to lose hope on this bunker. Not a big one, but it's a fish, all right, that's for sure. Let's get him in the boat. Oh, what the? That's a bluefish. Huh. Yeah, that's a blue, man. That ain't a striper. Well, second species of the night. Like I was saying, man, once these guys are in, they go pretty hard. We're gonna keep this guy for bait, to be honest with you. I don't know about you guys, but I personally love using bluefish for flounder bait. So this guy's gonna go in the cooler. Got the hook back, but see if we could get a little bit more better light here. Not a big blue, maybe, I don't know, 16 inches. Something took a chunk out of its tail. Look at that. All right, so forgot the cooler. Plus these guys, they just over-regulated them and made them 3 fish, and he's gone. 3 fish, you know, per boater. I'm not gonna keep it, you know what I mean? I have plenty of bait, but hey, that's a good sign. Now, if you're catching blues, biggest thing is the look on your line afterwards. And look at that. I don't know if you can tell, it's so dark, but they frayed this line. So what I'm gonna do is just trim above where it frayed it and retie this, because otherwise the next fish probably will get off, if I'm being honest with you. So it takes, you know, a few seconds to retie it, so that's what we're gonna do, and then get another chunk out. All right, we're gonna get another chunk out there. I mean, well, there's hope. Be curious, honestly, if that first fish that I lost on the chunk of bunker, if it was a blue or not. But let's get her back out there. All right, let her sit and wait. Now, I am noticing the temperature of the water has gone down 2 degrees with the incoming tide. So right now it's saying 61. So, you know, I was kind of expecting that with, oh, got him, fish on. I don't know what, that almost felt like a blue the way it hit. Yeah, this feels like another blue. Could be wrong, but came right to the surface. Yeah, it's definitely a blue the way this thing's fighting. Oh yeah, look at that. Bluefish. That's a bigger one. And see, man, these things have some teeth. That thing just bit me off as I got it in the boat, which means it's somewhere in its mouth. I'm gonna let him go, but I'm not letting him keep my my jig head. There we go. Yep, we got ourselves another blue. let him go. I did get my jig head back. It wasn't, if that thing would have gut hooked it, if I would have gut hooked it, I would have just kept him because he was gonna die anyway, but it was just caught in the back of his mouth. So 2 blues, all right, that's not too bad. Had a fish, fish on the bunker. Feels like another blue though, the way it's running. Whoa, it's a bigger one. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be the end of the night fish right here if we don't lose him. Yeah, that's a nice size blue. Let's see if I can't get him in the boat. Hell yeah, got him. Yeah, that's a big boy right there. Damn, son. Damn, son. Chill, bro. Chill. Man. Oh, man. They are some vicious things. Do never... Oh. Did not mean to drop that guy, but the big thing with these guys is... if I can pick them up. With these fish, you never want to lip them, just because they do have some nasty teeth. I don't know if you can tell. Let me get the light. Sorry. Grab them with a plier just to show you. Yeah, I mean, you could hear them crunching my pliers. That's not a bad size blue, man. Good way to end the night. Let him go. Well, I hope you enjoyed tonight's video. As always, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. And if you're not a subscriber, join the page, man. Just click subscribe down below. Have a great night.